Aiko, Mama Kwaba to ya ne Kofi din Nkɔmmɔ.
Mama Kwaba ebusiafo.
This be what? Episode 6.
I thought it was episode 5.
Then you are wrong.
Okay.
It's episode 6.
So in our previous episode, which was episode 5, we decided that we're going to talk about how I came back to Germany again and then how we decided and when and how it happened to get married and all that. So
because step by step.
Kofi will be doing. You can be asking the questions, and in between I'll also chip in. Yeah.
So when did you come again?
So
you left shortly. Okay, not shortly after Christmas. You left
in March.
In March.
Yeah. I think I was in Germany for 3 months, and then after that I left in March. See, I got back to Ghana. At that time it was not so difficult because we knew we've been able to cross the one of the most hardest bridges. That's me coming to Germany. And before I came back to Ghana in March, we already have plans of me visiting again.
Yes, that was we already planned it right away when you were still in Germany.
I think we had the flight booked and everything.
Yes, and I think we said you come again when?
In June.
June,
beginning of July, I think.
Yeah, somewhere there for another 2 months, I think.
Yeah. So I went back to Ghana and then I started my national service in April. And then in June or end of July, I'm not so sure now, I came back to Germany again for until September. That I remember. Yeah, exactly. And that was also a visit. We had time together and it was nice.
Then I was already, not like the first time that you came, I was working and I was already studying medicine, and then I had my semester break and we were really able to spend time together for the whole 2 months.
Yeah. That was well planned. I think we traveled to a lot of places in Germany. And then we spent so much time together, and then we were very, very sure that we wanted to spend the rest of our lives together, because just like we said in the previous episode, we needed to see if we could live together, if we could imagine being together and all that. And I think it made us really sure. But about marriage, I would say in the beginning both of us were not really, it was part of the future plans, but because we were both in our early 20s, we thought we could wait a little. Or what was your thought? Maybe I can't speak for you, but
yeah, it's like that. And I don't know, like, how many of you know, like, the society or the culture, the current cultural ways in Europe or Germany. Germany specifically, I can't speak for the whole of Europe, but in Germany it's not really so common that you get married early. I would say the average person gets married around 30 years or so. Maybe even some get married when they're already 35 or so and start families then. And yeah, so like, it's not like I was scared to get married earlier than that, but like it was also normal for me to just wait a little and not like decide to get married right away with 20 something, like 22, 23, 24 or so. Sanity.
Yeah, so in the beginning, you meet, you are young and all that, and you have future plans, you talk about marriage, but it was not planned that we were going to get married as soon as possible, just like my husband said. But then somewhere in between, we were also trying to find out the easiest way for me to join Kofi permanently in Germany. And I think you contacted lawyers and stuff for us to know if there is a way to.
Yeah, I once had an appointment with a lawyer, but even before that, we both faced the reality that it's the easiest and the most secure, and also the fastest way to get you here permanently, because of course you were about to finish your tertiary education, like being a midwife. But aside that, would have been a whole long process to like make you come with that training only. Like aside learning the German, also to get job here from still being in Ghana and get the whole certificate recognized here and all that. So we the love was definitely there, no doubt about that, but the last push, like let me say it like that, the legal requirements gave us the last push to get married. Young and early.
Young and early.
Would have still gotten married, for sure,
but it wouldn't have been that early.
Yeah,
definitely.
Yeah.
So I think I also made some calls to a few people that I knew, or we both knew, and asked them, and all of them, it's like the answer was the same. Like the easiest would be to get married. And in the beginning, I think we were even considering doing it here in Germany or in Denmark. And then later on, we realized that no, that was also not really an option. So
yeah, it would have meant that we get married and then you have to go back to Ghana again and get every stuff recognized from the embassy and come again after that. So yeah, we made some few inquiries, and then we figured out that it would be the best to do the legal court wedding in Ghana, like in your hometown.
Exactly. So it was like that, and then we both accepted and decided, okay, then let's just get married, since it would be the easiest way to get me here. And because we were already in love, it wasn't so difficult for us to like take that decision and all that. We were both very sure.
Yeah, and before it sounds like it was just a legal act, we still made it a very beautiful marriage. or a very, very beautiful wedding itself.
So I was supposed to go back to Ghana in September. We had a talk about us getting married, but I didn't know when Kofi was going to propose. So I thought maybe he wouldn't even do it or something like that. And then I think a day before I left to Ghana, I decided to take a video of our apartment, so that like when I'm in Ghana, I'll look at it, and maybe when I miss him, I'll just look at the places and all that. And then whilst taking the video, he was not here. He went to the bedroom. Let me say this funny thing. He tricked me so hard. I think 3 days before then, we were here when the post rang, and then he went out, and then he spoke to them and came back in with basically nothing in his hand. I was surprised. I asked him, what was it? They had a parcel for our neighbor, and I decided to take it for him. And honestly speaking, I never suspected a thing. So I didn't know he had it all planned. He has a ring, and that was the ring that came that very day. And then the day before I left to Ghana, whilst I was videoing the apartment, I went into the bedroom, and here is Kofi nailing down, "Will you marry me?" Oh God, it was so, I don't know. It was so beautiful. I froze for a minute, and then I was happy, sad. I accepted the ring. I cried a little. We were both happy, and yeah, so that was it. And he assured me that we are going to do the planning and everything together. So I left to Ghana in September, and then we were supposed to get married in February. That was the plan. The following year, February. Yeah. So I went back to Ghana, and then I started with the planning. It was really, really, really difficult, I must say, because I was doing my national service then, and I needed to come to Germany. And because of that, I needed to do extra hours, because I came to Germany while I was doing the national service. and I wanted to also plan the wedding because Kofi was in Germany and I needed to do stuff alone in Ghana. So there was a point.
Most everything.
Yes.
What, like, how much can you do
when you are abroad? Yeah. There was
especially as like, if at least I was from Ghana and I could properly speak Tree and all that, I could like also make some calls to some friends or whatsoever to help organize, but I didn't have anyone like that, so it was basically all on you, kind of.
Yeah, so I had it all planned from clothes to everything, to food to decoration to everything, and it was difficult doing the national service and at the same time planning a wedding. There was a point that I needed to even work double shift because national service you are given this department, you need to finish all those departments, and there were times that I went from morning shift at, let's say, those departments that worked only in the morning, like food and nutrition and stuff, and then I was also working in the afternoon at OPD, so 12 hours a day because I needed some time off before the wedding and all that. But all in all, Kofi came to Ghana in February.
Yeah.
And then he also came to help with the last 2 weeks or so. Yeah.
The last,
Mm-hmm.
About 2 weeks.
About 2 weeks, right? When you came, we went straight to Kumasi because you needed to see my church. I attend Church of Pentecost, and Kofi needed to go through the counseling process at church.
Easy.
He was asked a few was it a few questions?
They were hard on you.
They were hard on you because they wanted to know if you were taking the right decision and all that, all that was programmed within the 2 weeks that he came before the wedding, so it was difficult, but thanks to family, thanks to friends, we were able to pull it through. So my big sister is kind of like a caterer, so she did the food stuff, like from catering, like serve yourself. She did everything there.
She did it very nicely.
She did it very nicely. And then
delicious.
We had also people. My elder brother helped with the decoration stuff. He got me someone in Kumasi and all that. Yeah, and then finally, we decided to get married in February, but we extended it a week more. Or no, it was in February. Sorry, it was in February, and then we got married in February 2020. Yeah, and then so that was it. That was one of the happiest moments of our lives.
But also one of the most stressful
and
tiring and chaotic.
Yeah, it was difficult. It was so stressful. Kinda. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Like a wedding is stressful, Ankasa.
To those of you who want to marry,
that very day is nice, but everything around,
even
the day itself is stressful.
We couldn't even eat much.
Yeah.
We couldn't sleep.
And
yeah. Expecting, you're under pressure to expect visitors, your friends and stuff to come, and then at the same time you're also nervous that everyone gets there safely and gets home safely. Like one of the priorities to hear that everyone got home safely, and it's just not easy.
And then like at the wedding itself too, like you have a lot of visitors and you'd like to at least spend some few minutes with each of them. Talk, have a little chat with each of them. It's stressful. It was stressful. I'm sure a lot of you know what I'm talking about. For me, it was really stressful.
It was stressful, but like I said, thanks to friends and family.
I think I even fell sick after the wedding.
Very sick. Kofi was sick for,
I think, a few days after.
Yes, for almost a week he was coughing. And lucky us, we got married in February 28th. And then we went to do the court signing on Monday. And then I think the following week was lockdown.
Then they started the lockdown in Ghana. The Kuru lockdown.
Yeah. So that was it. And the marriage, we couldn't have most of Kofi's family in Ghana, so we decided to also do the white wedding rather in Germany. So we have people.
Sorry, my bre.
Oh, got that part.
Debbie.
So we had couldn't come, so we had people in the comment section asking us that where did we get married, how was it, did we do it in Ghana or in Germany, and all that. We did one in Ghana, which was the kind of the traditional wedding with after that followed with a reception and all that,
and the official court wedding,
and the official court wedding in Ghana. And then after that
like 1.5 years later,
we came to Germany.
Like you were already in Germany.
I was already in Germany
for almost a year.
We couldn't do it right away because Corona that time was serious.
It was not really allowed in
Germany. Was not allowed. So a year and a half later, we had a white wedding exactly a day after my birthday. Yeah, so that's how it was for us. The marriage. So we had a wedding in Ghana, and a traditional wedding in Ghana, and a white wedding in Germany, where we also had fun with the family and all that. For the German one, it was okay. It wasn't as stressful as the Ghana one because I would say Kofi's family planned almost everything for us. We didn't really do much.
Everyone took a part. Okay, I'll do the food. I'll do the decoration.
Yeah.
I'll organize this. I'll do this. I'll do this. And then we just had to like make sure that the whole thing itself together matches and fits. And yeah, that one was. I would say it was, when it comes to the stressful part, much nicer, and like I could enjoy the day itself more. Doesn't mean the Ghana one was not nice, or I would say that the German one I rated higher, but the enjoyment of the day itself, the German one was, for me personally, nicer.
Yeah, so for the Ghana wedding, the Germany wedding, for our friends, family, and loved ones who were able to make it really nice for us, we really appreciate it. We want to once again say thank you very much. It meant a lot to us. Yeah. So after the wedding in Ghana, Corona kicked in, and I had my interview date in June for the family reunion visa, and I really wanted to go with my husband to the embassy, but he needed to leave in April. But thanks to Corona, he was there. He went to the interview with me at the embassy, and I thought, like I heard from people that it takes up to 6 months when you get a visa, to get the visa. But after the interview, after we went to the embassy and all that, it took exactly 2 months, 2 weeks, and then I was called to come for my visa. And we still believe that it was because I was already in Germany on 2 different occasions and went back to Ghana.
Yeah.
So with that
probably
being
also
said,
that we were able to go to the embassy together might have also been a plus.
Yeah, with that being said, I would like to tell those, maybe you have a fiance here, or you have a boyfriend here or something like that, and you are invited to come to Germany and you decide to stay. That makes the whole situation difficult. It's easier if you go back to Ghana and have it well planned. I would say we had it easier after I came and went back to Ghana, and also we did a wedding in Ghana. Everything needs to be legal. And yeah, so that was basically it.
That's our story.
Our story
we are
about
more or less back, or we've now more or less arrived in our current situation.
Current situation? What situation are you talking about? I'm trying to understand you.
Here, this is our channel.
Okay, so we are back to we are back to now. Yes, I get it now.
We are in the present.
Now we are married.
Now we spoke about the past within the last now 6 episodes. Now we've landed in the present. I would say.
Now we are married, happily married, beautifully married. Oh, you're not happily married. You're only
I'm wonderfully married, happily married, whatever married.
Exactly. Yeah. So all in all, we are together for almost 8 years, and we are happily married for almost 5 years. Yeah. So that is us, Kofi, and yeah.
Okay, and Fanesse, who question? Drop a comment section. Why? I know we already have a lot of questions, and as promised in the previous episodes, we'll do one episode soon where we will go over maybe not all of the questions, but most of them. Some also double, like 2 similar questions from different people. So collect all of them and then look out for the answers and
we'll get back to you guys. So don't forget to subscribe, like, and share, follow on all social media handles. Yeah, the Traveler, Kofi, the Traveler. Thank you so much for subscribing.
Bye bye. You too.